What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Friday, December 25th. Merry Christmas, everyone! These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, let's take a look at the point guard position. So this is a DraftKings play. I like Jeff Teague from the Boston Celtics playing the Brooklyn Nets, who have the 11th worst defense overall, and they give up the 9th most fantasy points to opposing point guards. Jeff Teague scored 38 fantasy points in 25 minutes last game. He's only going to be about 2% owned on FanDuel. He'll be much higher owned on DraftKings because he's priced way down on DraftKings. He's projected at 21.3 fantasy points here on Christmas Day. Now that's only 3.7 times value on FanDuel, but it should be close to 5 times value or more on DraftKings because he's $5,800 FanDuel salary and $1,600 less on DraftKings. Vegas thinks there's going to be 226.5 points scored in this game. So because Kemba Walker is out, Jeff Teague is going to get the start. So I like Jeff Teague here versus the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, let's take a look at the shooting guard position. Now, this is more of a FanDuel play for me, and I think this guy's a lock on FanDuel. I like Dennis Schroeder from the LA Lakers playing the Dallas Mavericks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing shooting guards. Dennis Schroeder, he scored 39 fantasy points in 27 minutes last game. He's going to be about 16% owned, projected at 30 fantasy points here on Christmas Day. That's 6 times value. He's only $5,000 FanDuel salary, but he is $1,300 more on DraftKings. Vegas thinks there's going to be 227.5 points scored in this game. I think he's a smash FanDuel play, so I like Dennis Schroeder here versus the Dallas Mavericks. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the small forward position. I like Caris LeVert from the Brooklyn Nets playing the Boston Celtics, who have a good defense overall, and they've been good versus opposing small forwards, but Caris LeVert scored 45 fantasy points in 24 minutes last game with a 33% usage rate. He's only going to be about 2% owned, projected at 30.2 fantasy points here on Christmas Day. That's 5.2 times value. He's $5,800 FanDuel salary and $1,400 more on DraftKings. So Vegas thinks there's going to be 226.5 points scored in this game. So I like Caris LeVert here versus the Boston Celtics. Okay, let's take a look at the power forward position. Here's a value play for you. I like Paul Millsap from the Denver Nuggets playing the LA Clippers, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, but they give up the 8th most fantasy points to opposing power forwards. Paul Millsap scored 28 fantasy points in 36 minutes last game with a 17% usage rate, and he's going to be about 24% owned, projected at 22 fantasy points here on Christmas Day. That's 4.5 times value. He's $4,900 FanDuel salary and the same price on DraftKings. So I like that DraftKings price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 224.5 points scored in this game. So nice matchup here. Think he makes a nice value play. So I like Paul Millsap here versus the LA Clippers. Okay, let's take a look at the center position. I like Montrezl Harrell from the LA Lakers playing the Dallas Mavericks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they've been pretty good versus opposing centers, but Montrezl Harrell scored 36 fantasy points in 32 minutes last game with a 15% usage rate. He's going to be about 12% owned, projected at 27.2 fantasy points here on Christmas Day. That's 5.3 times value. And he's only $5,100 FanDuel salary and $900 more on DraftKings. So I like Montrezl Harrell here versus the Dallas Mavericks. And here's a value play for you at the center position. I like James Wiseman from the Golden State Warriors playing the Milwaukee Bucks, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they're middle-of-the-pack defending opposing centers. James Wiseman scored 31 fantasy points in 24 minutes last game with a 27% usage rate. He's going to be about 17% owned, projected at 22.1 fantasy points here on Christmas Day. That's 5.3 times value. He's only $4,200 FanDuel salary, but he is $2,000 more on DraftKings. So I love that FanDuel price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 231.5 points scored in this game, so a high-scoring game. So I like James Wiseman here versus the Milwaukee Bucks.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.